that last song. Okay. Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. John and Kathy Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in hairstyles. Look good. Make people jealous.
Let's do this.
This is a song about easy living. Just like here in Diamond City, am I right?
Call this a fight?
Shut your mouth. Please, you gotta help me. Prisoner. This guy's a simp, and he's gonna kill me and replace me and my family. Oh, God. Don't you dare breathe. He's the simp, and he wants to replace me. Please, please, you gotta believe me. You can't let that thing do this.
Hey, I'm on your side. I just need you to tell me the truth. Then maybe I can help.
You're with the Institute? Look, this guy knows I'm a simp. So just help me take care of him, all right? Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Just kill this thing and be done with it.
What? No! It's done. I need to get out of here.
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world. You never know what you'll find.
I'm hit!
I'm hit!
Sloppy tactics, bad aim. This won't take long. You'll regret this.
Wait,
Right here!
what was that?
Scribe Halen?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Stop asking if we have anything else.
Here's Sheldon Allman with Crawl Out Through the Fallout. Probably some bad advice overall, but, you know, it rhymes.
I'd just leave that if I were you. That this facility is more than just bomb disposal. It's been converted into a launching silo as well.
There we go.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am. Because Louis Jordan rules. Hey, have you seen the, well, there's this article in the newspaper, Public Occurrences. Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Next is Bob Crosby, who is definitely in my top 5 Crosbys, singing way back home. Oh.
Good work. Don't leave anything behind. Lost him. Neutralized.
Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse?
Now that this site's been secured, you should return to the airport immediately. I'll remain on watch until the vertibirds arrive. Absolutely. Elder Maxon's orders were quite clear. I'm not to take my eyes off these bombs until every one of them has been counted, tested, and loaded. If we want Liberty Prime to reach peak fighting efficiency, we can't afford to lose this stockpile. Dismissed, Knight.
Paladin Danse.
You need to get back to the airport right away, Knight. I'll keep an eye on things until these bombs are picked up.
Skeeter Davis, a name I still find confusing.
You're listening to Diamond City Radio. If you're listening to UraniumFever.net.
You should have given up.
Well, I'm pretty sure the time has gone by though.
For the Brotherhood!
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
I can handle these raiders on my own.
I have no reason to doubt that, sir, but I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you. Ammo levels are good.
Nice.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
Not now. We're a little busy.
I know, but it'll just take a second, and it's something you need to know. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say, B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
I'm not going to destroy this man's identity and free will. Killing him would be more humane.
He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions, make it whole again. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Perfect.
Well done. Gear, I'm gonna guess. You are agents of just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
How much plunder have you got?
Ah, so you are here for loot then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys.
Keep your mouth shut! I know what I'm doing! We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you. Freely, if you walk away afterwards. You say? Do I have your word?
You have my word. Give me what you got, and we'll leave.
The password to get into the stash is Mad Orca. Help yourself, my fellow pirate. We can always get more.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have my orders.
592. Initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon. Boss? You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him. Take them out!
Nice work, sir. I'll take the same. This is X688.
Oh, that Butcher Pete.
Just
well, just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. Anyone's family has recently been butchered by the okay, that was Roy Brown. So, this thing I heard about, I'm not there are stories about, well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's
Excuse
mentioned
me.
it.
Father has done.
They don't know what it does. Not for sure.
Is this work not for him?
This next part, well, I mean, it's just people talking. You know, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said. Well,
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
There aren't really any details.
The Institute created that synth, so the Institute is
if I were you,
responsible for what it does.
I disagree. A synth is no more inherently evil than a handgun. When a man dies by gunshot, is the weapon's maker
Here's Ray
blamed?
Smith with
Of
right
course
behind
not.
you, baby.
The blame rightly falls on he who pulled the trigger. Yes, we created the synth. But whether they intended to or not, the Railroad's agents turned it into a killer. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I have quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after
Good to see you.
Must be we're living in a vault.
Your quarters are just inside, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Operating at full capacity.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Father. Of course. You're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
Night.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth.
Is the linchpin of our operation.
Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should
I have something
speak
urgent to report, Elder.
immediately.
The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
Victoria tonight.
Someone's out there!
Hey, X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the mission's parameters, just requesting back.
How about a bit of good news? Nick Valentine is back in town. Well, they thought he might be dead or destroyed.
Hurry!
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Hi.
No one's hiding synths from the Brotherhood.
Take them all out!
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab. Or help yourself to any of this junk, if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Bingo.
Make yourself at home. Such as it is.
Hey there.
Sorry, I'm rather busy right now.
Protect and serve.
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you?
But that's just what I heard.
As it has everything
I don't know
else.
if that's true or not.
Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me. Would you,
Segway.
after all this time,
Back to the music.
attempt to find me?
This is Johnny Mercer.
And now I know the answer.
Personality.
Sean, you need to know.
Got it. You should appreciate it.
I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen it. It's time to go back in.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work
Let's
might
get
cause
this
you.
Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's... well, It's important.
Hi.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he
Director,
doing here?
I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did
But there are
last
other
time.
subjects that require our
We did
attention
everything
first.
we could.
The level of
4
unrest
years
in the
dedicated to
Commonwealth
preserving
continues to
this
rise, as
Commonwealth
we're all
provisional
aware.
government.
Your report.
You've seen the same
Institute
report I
facilities
have.
remain completely
It's falling
secure
apart
with the
and
exception
fast.
of one notable breach.
We need a plan
Otherwise,
for what
internally,
happens
things
when
are as
that
tight
wall
as
is
they've ever
complete.
been. Dr. Ayo has
I
been
know
keeping an eye
some
on
of the other
things
divisions
topside.
have
Yes,
suggested we just cut off all contact.
Watchers show no additional
Hide
threats
underground
beyond
and
those
pretend
previously
nobody's home.
identified. Boston International
That
Airport
would,
remains
in my
occupied,
opinion, be
with
a
Brotherhood
mistake.
presence noted at several other
We
points
can't
throughout
just
the
give up on these people.
Intelligence
And with the
suggests that
Android
this
program, we
railroad
don't have
continues to operate and is becoming
We'll
more
soon have the
ambitious.
capabilities to
SRB
deploy
agents
androids
are
to the
monitoring
surface
all known
in
situations.
great enough numbers
Very
to
good,
maintain
thank you.
order.
It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward.
Keep it in mind moving
To that
forward.
end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Pretty much the same thing, I guess. Well,
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Can't be serious!
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment.
That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet. I think it's way safer just sit here and play music. Why do these objects keep moving?
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxson. I had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways.
Next is Ella Fitzgerald.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are going to do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep it...
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely. Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Prydwen's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Put 2 in the head and I'll...
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps. And, there are, well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. Swatters. Own a piece of Diamond City history, and then beat people to death with it. What about some Nat King Cole?
I still can't believe Dance was really a synth. Goddamn traitor.
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Prydwen showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Why are you still aboard the Prydwen? I want Dance executed. Immediately!
You're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
Going down. Intruder, identify yourself.
Hey.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Danse?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
Of course not. Synths are the enemy, remember?
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I can't tell if that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxson's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
If you're so eager to die, then do it yourself.
If you leave here without completing your orders, then I'll carry them out for you. Maxson's obviously testing you, and I refuse to be the one who causes you to fail.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Going up. Ground floor.
Another good one. Another good one from
Oh man, if I'm late.
You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I mean,
Report,
Ray
Knight.
Smith is right behind
Have
you,
you
baby.
handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
He's not actually behind you. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Do you want his holotags as proof?
That won't be necessary. Perhaps you should keep them as a reminder of your lapse in vigilance. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
We'll speak later.
Thoroughly secure all gear.
Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win.
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take that chance?
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
for another safe haven. There's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Connie Allen there with Rocket 69. So there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, as far as I know. It might actually be out there. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet. I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music. Why do these objects keep moving? Because I move them. There's music. Here's the 5 spots. Atom Bomb Baby. A song I'm sure that, taking out the name comparison. Destruction.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
The global leader in the exciting field of commercial plastics. Now hiring. Apply today. Are you looking for a new career in science? Cambridge Polymer Labs is now hiring for a variety of positions. Apply today.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
The Institute and their tech...
Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Thank you.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood. Paladin.
Greetings, Paladin.
Now the doctor... Lee's arrived. I'm certain she'll be vital to the Brotherhood's success. Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Make me sick.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
I'm not saying he's embellishing, but, well, no, okay. I guess I am saying that. Never mind. Here's one more tomorrow.
If you find anything interesting in the Railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back here.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Let's do this! Surprise assault. Fan out. head down! Damn it! Not like this! No!
You're going down!
No dialogue.
Gone. Gotta be.
Thanks for watching.
Thought I saw some. Need back up! God, look at all the blood. What's that noise?
Good vibes.
Target located.
Fire!
We faced worse odds. Search the area.
No mercy!
Threat neutralized. We should have this operation wrapped up in no time.
We've got trouble.
Bring it on!
Look alive! Someone help! It's only a matter of time.
home.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
Pam.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
There we go.
Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Not just Billy. They were there too. This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, it's me, Travis. Anyway, here's Butcher Pete by, Roy Brown. It is probably about a butcher.
There we go. Terminal should open this.
On your way, soldier.
Goddamn railroad scum.
Kells.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly what they got.
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Functionality change is
Attention!
now in effect.
Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge.
I'm too busy.
Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Serve Elder Maxson.
Hail, Paladin.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Have you collected any blood samples, Paladin?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
Proctor.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sorry you had to be the one to handle the dirty work. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
Fine, just point me in the right direction.
I was hoping you'd say that. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Nothing to report right now, Paladin.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
The intelligence we've gained from Pam, it's unbelievable. Exceptional work, soldier. You wouldn't be here to provide some additional documentation, would you? Or perhaps support a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Much about that beryllium agitator thing. That's above my pay grade.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Lot of shake. Oh, a lot of it. Yep. That was big Maybell. This is Diamond City Radio.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn synths are crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop.
Yep. Yeah. Here it comes.
False alarm.
Keycard, eh? Bet that's gonna come in handy. See the agitator anywhere. It must have been moved. Let's check out that terminal over there.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough! Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Proctor Ingram.
Amazing that this tower is still standing. Hope it stays that way while we're here.
Going down. Detonating explosive charge.
They've knocked out the power to the elevators.
Present.
Detected.
Wherever you are, I know you are out there.
Combat initiated.
Operational.
Threat neutralized.
That's done it. Power's back online.
Going down. Hello. Combat initiated. Destruction of fellow safe verified. System is offline.
Sensor reading.
That's it.
Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning.
let's keep moving. We've got a lot of building to cover. There it is. Mass Fusion's reactor. Don't make them like that anymore.
Ingram?
Looks pretty dangerous in there. You have enough radiation protection on you?
Yep, I've got it covered.
Well, take these extra doses of Rad-X anyway. Can't hurt. You know, this was a nuclear research facility. If you look around, I'm sure you can find something that'll do the trick. Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll... communicate with you through their intercom system, while I monitor everything from out here.
Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
I'm not saying it's. I have a statement from the office. It just says here there's nothing to worry about.
The Institute must have sent reinforcements. I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
Stuff, right? Weird. Anyway, it's something to think about. Made by we're not.
They can't hide from us. No mercy.
Brotherhood!
Keep their heads down!
Mission accomplished. Thanks for the assist, sir.
Hell yeah, we slag those damn synths.
It was a pleasure to be fighting at your side, brother.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
Ceasefire.
What ended up happening at Mass Fusion?
Our troops did the best they could, but the synths overwhelmed them. We lost some good men back there, but at least we got the agitator. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We've pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxson wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
If this works, how long before Liberty Prime will be ready for battle?
The reaction should be almost instant. He'll be running under his own power in a matter of seconds. Look, I discussed it with Elder Maxson, and we think you should be the one who has the honor of starting Liberty Prime. Just plug the beryllium agitator into his reactor port, then head back down here and press the transfer button. Good luck, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Hey.
I heard that Elder Maxson got that scar in his face from going one-on-one with the Deathclaw.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory. Impossible.
Brotherhood, salute!
Ad Victoriam!
Proceeding to target coordinates. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Democracy is non-negotiable.